ladies and gentlemen, rockers from all around the world, because we are on the global internet, welcome to Musical People and Journeys, the brand new rock album review show. And welcome to my wonderful panel, to Trish, to Lauren, and to Paul. Welcome. How are you all?
Good, thank you.
Good,
Doing good.
How are you enjoying it so far, Lauren? You're brand new to the show. You've listened to two albums down. This is your third. Having fun?
Yeah, absolutely loving it. It's a good excuse to listen to things that I normally wouldn't listen to in some parts, and I think that's really, really cool. Any excuse.
Would you say that it's like a musical journey?
Yeah, it's like I'm meeting musical people and going on a journey.
I know, right?
It's
funny.
Very cool.
and we hyphenate.
For me, it's like being on a Britannica record club on steroids.
I mean, do you remember we used to get these pubs with Britannica Music Club and like?
I remember that.
Yeah. Right, today, if you're tuned into the show for the first time, we reviewed all the latest rock albums, rate them out of 4. Where will they end up in a Hall of Fame? And today's Britannica Music Club offering is Glass Animals. Who are they? Glass Animals are an English major label pop rock band formed in Oxford in 2010. The band's lineup consists of Dave Bayley, vocals, guitar, keyboards, drums, songwriting, Drew MacFarlane, guitar, keyboards, backing vocals, Edmund Irwin-Singer, bass, keyboards, backing vocals, and Joe Seaward, drums. The first album, Zaba, in 2024, spawned the single Gooey, which eventually certified platinum album in the US. The second full album, How to Be a Human Being, received positive reviews and won 2 categories in the 2018 MPG Awards for the UK Album of the Year and Self-Produced Artist of the Year, as well as a spot on the Mercury Prize shortlist. The third, Dreamland, peaked at number 2 on the UK album charts and number 7 in the US Billboard. The band is best known for their biggest hit single, Heatwaves, which went viral on TikTok. Now, somebody who's very viral is our Trish. What did you think of Glass Animals, Trish?
I don't know how to take that, to be quite honest.
Well, you're a social media queen, so you help things go viral.
We'll
try.
Okay, I love their album Dreamland, and I've been to see them live because of that album. So I guess I had high expectations for this. Was I going to be disappointed? No. How can you be disappointed with tracks like Creatures in Heaven, Wonderful Nothing? Yes, it's a very chill vibe album like Dreamland was, and as is their sound, but there are many bands and albums that fit a certain mood at a certain time and a certain atmosphere. This album does that just in bucket loads. My favourite track was Here in Space. I admit this is not a rock album, but a banger nonetheless.
Now, somebody who's apparently a bit of a banger.
A bit of a banger? You call me a sausage?
You're no banger, mate!
All right, okay. Oh, God. Right, so I Love You So Effing Much is the first new material after the few years that made Oxford, the Oxford Quartet, the biggest British band in the US, breaking every record under the sun with, of course, as already mentioned, mega hit Heatwaves. Why change the formula is the result for Glass Animals' latest set of tracks. Unfortunately, Heatwaves could never be regarded as a rock track, and neither can this latest album. Those that love Imagine, the latest efforts from Imagine Dragons, will be crooning over this. But for me, I yearn for a more savage guitar work and a decent skin beater to get the pace racing.
Now, somebody's obviously going to get the pulse racing for us, Lauren. Let's find out. What did you think of Glass Animals? A fan? Not a fan? What did you think?
I enjoyed it. It wasn't too bad. For someone who doesn't listen to a lot of mainstream style music, it was something where I saw, knowing about heat waves and stuff like that, because of course it was just on the radio all the time. Like Paul said, I felt it was more of the same sort of stuff. Wonderful Nothing was my favourite track because it had that pop sound, but it had a bit of grit to it. So I really enjoyed that. Very summer vibes. I could see myself out in the garden, enjoying the sun. This is on in the background. You've got the barbecue going. You've got a drink. Very nice sort of background music to socialise and stuff. Like I said, if you enjoyed Heat Waves, then this album will be your thing. I liked the stripped back feel that some of it has, but sometimes it felt a little bit bare for me for an album that isn't an acoustic album. But aside from that, yeah, I thought it was okay.
It's very funny. When I started my journey and I listened to the top 100 albums and Dreamland was on that one, it blew my socks off because it was so different. Its vibe was so different. It was just such a cool album, and I fell in love with Glass Animals. I thought they were absolutely terrific. And actually, it's a very, very good point that Paul made about people who are listening to Imagine Dragons, because I felt that Glass Animals didn't do a repeat of their previous sound. I think they strayed away from it a little bit, and I think they went to that Imagine Dragons type of sound, which is okay for somebody, but for me, it simply didn't work. And I was a little bit disappointed that they lost that vibe for me, because they were trying to be maybe I mean, they were commercial just by being themselves and playing their own style, and maybe they were trying to be, maybe the pressure was on to repeat the success, and maybe they strayed more towards that kind of poppy kind of sound. And I loved Imagine Dragons, but I just didn't get the vibe. It didn't really work for me, that kind of combo. There was some really cool tracks on this album, and so it was something that I would take off maybe a couple of tracks, but I wouldn't go back to this album like I did previously, because I just felt that they tried too hard, and I felt that they went down that route a little bit too much. So it was a bit disappointing for me. Still solid, but yeah, didn't tick some boxes for me either. Let's find out then. What did you think then, Trish? Don't forget, if they get more than 4, they get into a Hall of Fame. An average of 4, will it get into our potential album of the year show? Let's find out. Trish, what did you think?
I gave this a 4.
A 4. That's pretty solid. Paul.
1.
And if it was a rock album, Paul, if you were just reviewing it as an album, what would you have given it?
I would have given it a 2. I like 2 of the songs on there, but as Laura mentioned, if I had this in the background, I'd probably put Heat Waves on repeat for 12 times, because that's what it sounded like, to be honest. So yeah.
Lauren.
I gave it a 2.5.
Ooh, okay. So Dave and Dom both kind of like this album. One of them give it a 4.5 and the other one give it a 3. Paul, in our little game this month, who give it a 4.5 and who give it a 3? Who give it a 4.5, Paul?
I don't know.
You're one all at the minute.
As a rock lover, I'm just losing heart completely. I give it Dom.
Dom, you're right, Paul. Dom give it a 4.5. What's that all about, eh? I would have thought it would be more Dave's cup of tea, but no, Dave gave it a 3. Dom gave it a 4.5. We'll lose Paul's 1. That does not count. However, it only got an average of 3.4. So 17, 3.4. Giving it our 190th out of 410 albums that we've ever reviewed, and 52nd out of 106. So the top half of our albums of the year so far, but it unfortunately won't get. What do you all think out there? Do you agree with us? Do you disagree with us? Fan? Not a fan? Leave your comments below and let us know what you think. Like and subscribe even. Go crazy. And thank you very much to my panel today. To the old banger Paul, the wonderful Trish and the amazing Lauren. And thanks to Dom and Dave. And keep on listening, keep on rocking, keep safe. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.